Happy Sunday and welcome back to my channel. This week we're going to be doing part 2 of the laundry room makeover. We have a really small laundry room closet and it was just a big mess before. We didn't have very good organization or shelving or anything like that, so it was super cluttered. Not very easy to work with, not very cute. We added in some cabinets in part 1 of the makeover and it made a huge difference to the space. This week we're going to be finishing up the makeover. But the first thing that we're going to do is add some finishing touches to the surrounding space to kind of just tie it all together. We're going to be doing all of the functional and pretty touches as we go and adding those throughout the laundry room makeover. Something that I think is really important when you have a laundry room that isn't actually a room and is a closet off of a room is to make sure that it's kind of cohesive and there are little details that piece the room together with the laundry room space. So we're going to install some curtains today and we're going to be putting them on this window right behind me, and then there's a window directly across from me that's the exact same size, and we're going to be partnering with the brand Curtarra to do this. And they make some really beautiful curtains. They also have curtain rods, shades, all different kinds of things to make all of the finishings in your home perfect and customized to you. I really feel like it's the small details that really finish a space off and take it from being a project that's just done to a space that actually feels like a home. The curtains that we're going to be using today are the Jolie Toile de Jouet curtains from Curtarra, and I'm going to be doing them in the color Cornflower. They have 2 other colors as well. And I really wanted something for this room that was patterned but wasn't too loud or busy, and something that's going to add some interest to the space without competing with all of the elements around it in the space. For me personally, I really love the pattern and color of these curtains because it gives that old European feel. These curtains are done in a Europlete double style. It feels very tailored while still being relaxed, and I really love the fullness that it gives to the curtains. It feels very high-end and is a really easy way to elevate any room that you have in your house. We're going to be hanging them with some gold rods that was also sent over by Curtarra. I picked out the gold ones because I think they fit really well with our space and with my personal style, and I love that you're able to choose different shapes for the endings of your curtain rod. I'm doing a very subtle egg shape and I think it's just a very pretty classic look, and because we don't have a ton of room around the windows, especially this one right here, I wanted to make sure that we could get the length that we needed from the curtain rod without having to place it off center or risking hitting the wall. If you guys are interested in getting any curtains or curtain rods or shades from Curtarra, I will link all of their information in the description box below for you guys, as well as links to everything that I'm using today in my space. And they also give us a discount code. So if you do want to get some home finishings for your space, I would definitely suggest using the discount code so you can save a little bit of money while updating your space and elevating it for the new year. Let's go ahead and hang our curtains so that we can see what they look like in the space. Okay, so we have both our sets of curtains up and I think they look so beautiful. I'm super happy I went with the pattern and the cornflower blue. I think it adds so much to the space. I just absolutely love it. It makes me happy to see them. I have them just kind of hanging open right now and I really like how this looks, especially with the European double pleat. I think it has a lot of texture to it and it's really pretty. But they also send you some little tiebacks if you want to use those. So we're going to try them out and see which one we like better. We'll have different options if if we want to do tiebacks sometimes and then leave them hanging the other times. Okay, so this is what it looks like with the tiebacks. I tried to kind of drape it a little bit because I like a little bit more of that fuller look to it and a little more like undone. I think it's a really pretty option, especially if you like things a little bit more polished in your home. I'm super, super happy with how they turned out. I think they're gonna really pull together the laundry room makeover. I'm so excited to add all the finishing touches to the laundry room space so that we can see it all together. Let's get started on the laundry room space. The next thing I want to do is to add some handles to our cabinets. I was going back and forth on if I wanted to do this, but I think I do because you can kind of see like little fingerprints and things on the cabinets, and I don't want to have to keep cleaning it and keeping up with that. So we're going to add some handles, and we're going to be doing these handles right here, which I think are so beautiful. I absolutely love these handles. They're little pulls, and I actually got these at the thrift store a while back. I got 4 of them, so it's perfect for the amount of cabinets that we have. And they say Greek key bin pull, and it says they were originally $9 each. I'm pretty sure I got the bag of 4 for like $1.50, so a really good deal, and they're super beautiful and ornate. I'm thinking we're gonna add these, and I think we might put them vertically like this so that you pull the handle like that. So we're gonna go ahead and install our open shelving now, and what I did is I cut a piece of wood in half that I already had, and honestly it was just a piece of wood that I think was maybe from like a dresser or something, but somebody had put it to the curb a long time ago, like many months ago, and I had grabbed it thinking that I'd be able to use it for something, and I think it's gonna be really perfect for this. It does have a couple of like nicks and scratches to it because it was somebody's piece of furniture, but I don't think that it looks bad, and we could always polish it up if we want to. I'm going to cut that piece down to 8 inches, and it has a really pretty decorative piece on the end that I think would be a nice like lip for the jars to sit inside of so they don't fall accidentally. And I have these 2 brackets right here that I got at an antique mall. I think it was in Georgia. I thought these would be really pretty to hold up our shelving. We are going to have some extra just like little black L brackets that we put under there. You won't really be able to see those unless you look underneath the shelf, but they're going to add some extra support because it is a long piece of wood. Unfortunately, because this room only has 2 studs in the entire thing, we're going to have to put our more heavy-duty brackets not evenly spaced, but I think it's going to be okay because this side is going to be kind of tucked away. So we'll try it out and we'll see how it looks, and if I absolutely hate it, we can always move it. So we're going to grab our piece of wood, and then we can go ahead and install our shelf. Still I love her. It's getting late. Don't from my eyes go. Okay, so so we got our shelf all up and it's looking really good. All of our jars fit perfectly. We kind of tested them out to make sure that everything would fit. I did have to adapt one of them that was too large. What I did is I just took a glass candlestick holder that I had, glued it to the bottom to raise it up a little bit. So now that one is also perfect and fits really well, and I also think it looks kind of cool like that. I'm really happy with how that turned out. We are going to be adding in some trim to the bottom of our cabinets. I want to do this because since they're up high, you can see the bottom of the cabinets a little bit, which I don't love. And they're also slightly uneven, not a lot, but just a teensy little bit right here. And so I want to hide that as well. So what we're going to do is use some of the crown molding that we got for the top that we didn't end up using up there because you can't really see it, and the size we got was a little bit too big for what we needed. So we're going to use it on the bottom, and I think it looks really cool. It kind of gives like a range hood sort of look to it, the way that they kind of slope out at the bottom sometimes, and so I think it's going to be a really good look. I personally really like it. I've kind of made a little contraption to hang it, and this is what we are going to be working with. This is our crown molding. I cut it down to size, and I'm using this little piece of filler wood that came with the cabinets as a way to attach the crown because we don't have a lot of space on the bottom of the cabinets under the door to attach it straight to the cabinet. I just went ahead and nail gunned the piece of filler wood to our crown molding. We're gonna take the filler wood and put it underneath the cabinets and screw holes from the bottom into the cabinet. It won't come through, so you won't actually see the screws inside the cabinet or anything like that. And it's gonna hold the crown up against the bottom so it looks like it's attached and a part of the cabinet. So I think it's gonna look really, really nice. I actually, for the nail gun holes, they had like little marks where you could see where the brad nails went in, and I don't have this paint color. So I took a little marker and colored it in, and I think it looks pretty good. I think it's a pretty good match. I just used this guy right here and just kind of like put a little bit in each of those holes so that you can't see them as much. I think it turned out really well, and we're going to go ahead and hang it and see how it looks with it on the cabinet. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start decorating the space, and I have been thinking about this makeover for like probably a year now, and I gathered these glass jars about a year ago at an antique mall, and I had a very specific vision where I wanted to have antique glass jars to display all of our like laundry essentials. So I got these four, and I thought they were really interesting and had some different texture and looks to them, but they all have a seal, so everything will be like airtight, which is really good for keeping all of our detergent and things in. My plan is for this open one to be like our dryer balls and essential oils that we can put on those. The big one is going to be for our detergent because we use that the most. This little guy, I was going to put some OxyClean in because we don't use that as often, but it's good to have if you have like a stain or something like that. The medium one will be scent pods, and this one that is different from the rest is not glass because we like to collect the dryer lint to save to go camping and use like in the fire. So I'm going to put all of the dryer lint in this one. So we're going to go ahead and fill all of these so that we can decorate our shelf and put our finishing touches into the laundry room.
Come back morning, come back morning, keep on sewing, these clothes are on, we talk for hours, morning rain, just like the sun leaves to come back again. We'll come round, we'll come round. from my eyes go to another place. We'll come round. We'll come round.
Okay, so we have them all filled. I added some little labels with my label maker. I put in some little teacups so that we can use those to pour things out. That works for us because I'm cool with just kind of like eyeballing it, but you could also use just the regular scooper that comes with your detergent. And this is the little one that I added the candlestick holder onto the bottom. So I think it turned out really well, and we're gonna go ahead and decorate the shelf. Okay, so I'm loving how this is turning out. It's exactly how I envisioned it. I'm also obsessed with the crown molding on the bottom there. I think it looks so cool and just really finishes it off, but gives it kind of something unique. So we're gonna add the last couple finishing touches, and I want to put a little bit of art up by the shelf. And I didn't have any like tiny art or anything that really kind of fit in the space. So what I did have was some coasters. I had these little coasters that my Nana actually gave me a long time ago. She had gotten these on a cruise that she went on, and she actually wrote little notes on the back of each of these explaining like what they are and when she got them. Alright guys, well that wraps up this week's video. I hope that you enjoyed finishing up my tiny laundry room closet makeover. I'm super happy with how it turned out. I absolutely love the look of this space. I think it's a huge transformation and a huge upgrade from what we had before, which was just a total hot mess and very disorganized and cluttered. This space now very much matches the feel of our home and the look that I really enjoy, and I think it's just a nice surprise when you open up the laundry room doors to see something so pretty and put together instead of just a bunch of laundry bins and random things thrown on a shelf. So definitely leave me a comment, let me know what you think of this makeover and what your favorite part was, or if you're going to add any of these details to your own laundry room space. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so that YouTube will show you more of my content going into the new year and you don't miss out on any of my videos. I have new videos every single Sunday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next Sunday.